Hi there. Thank you so much for your interest in learning more about Admission Squad's 2020 SHSAT Summer and Fall Bootcamp. In this video, we are going to go over the high-level details of what our summer and fall program will comprise. My name is Ty Abrams, and I'm the founder and CEO of Admission Squad, an education organization on a mission to get talented students from underserved backgrounds into New York City's specialized high schools and other competitive screen programs. I'm also the best-selling author of the book Who Am I? An A to Z Career Guide for Teens. I actually graduated from Bronx Science with an Advanced Regents Diploma, got my degree in mathematics from Duke University, and I'm also a graduate of the Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Businesses Initiative. So you are in good hands, and I'm excited to share more information about what we have in store for your children. Now, we are a 501c3 nonprofit organization, and of course, our goal is to close the achievement gap for certain students right here in New York City who quite honestly don't even know about the opportunity of attending a specialized high school or some of the other screen programs in the city. So we want to close that information gap and then ultimately close the content readiness gap for these children. This is actually our group of students that we supported last year in our 2019 SHSAT Summer Bootcamp. We're really sad that we won't be able to have an in-person program, but we're excited about the opportunity to be able to serve students from all 5 boroughs through our online summer SHSAT program. So let me move forward and share a little bit more information about that. So right now we have this flyer circulating, and it is basically what you can expect for our summer program. It's going to take place from July 6th to August 6th from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. The students will be expected to learn from Monday through Thursday, so they'll still have their 3-day weekends, of course, but all of the content will be delivered online. So it's really important for them to kind of get comfortable with this idea of remote learning because we want to make sure that we can deliver a high quality experience for these children. In the fall, we expect to be able to offer an in-person program. It's going to be about 7 weeks. We're going to find a venue downtown Brooklyn, and we're going to be able to provide a high quality experience for your children. But for the summer, for the time being, we're going to be delivering our instruction online. So I want you to go ahead, if you are interested in this program, we are looking for current 6th and 7th graders to sign up for this program. Most of the seats will be given to the 7th graders because those are the students who are going to be taking the SHSAT this fall. So go ahead and head on over to our website at www.admissionsquad.org to sign up. I still have a little bit more information to share with you, so I hope you'll stick around. The actual cost for the summer and fall boot camp is actually only $500 because we have sponsors who have stepped in to help to subsidize the cost of the program. So we're really excited in light of this global pandemic that we're in, that we're able to offer this program at a price that can meet the budgets of a lot of families across New York City. So for the summer component, it's going to be 5 weeks, Monday through Thursday from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m., but the children will have a 1-hour break from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. So this is actually 80 hours of prep time. 2 hours is going to be devoted to math per day, and 2 hours will be devoted to English language arts. The 6th graders will be separated from the 7th graders. We get a lot of questions about parents being concerned that the 6th graders will not be able to compete or operate at the level of the 7th graders. So we're going to have them in a separate cohort so they can go at a much slower pace. Each child will have 1 math instructor and 1 ELA instructor, and of course some sort of an intern or teacher's assistant that they can go to for office hours. That's going to be their opportunity to ask any additional questions that they have. There will also be 3 virtual diagnostic assessments because we want to track where your student started, where they are in the halfway point, and of course where they are at the close of the summer. So that's going to be an important part of our process. In the fall, we plan to switch to an in-person program. It's still going to be located downtown Brooklyn, which is close to where our office is, and it's going to be a 4-hour class all at once. The child will get a bit of a break in between the 2 segments, but we still maintain the same structure of 2 hours of math and 2 hours of ELA. There'll be 4 diagnostic exams considering we're getting a lot closer to the SHSAT, so these students at this point are being tested every other week or even every week because we want to make sure that we have a strong indication of how they're actually performing as we get close to exam day. There's going to be online office hours if students have any additional questions. Sometimes we have students coming from very far distances, so we can't afford to have in-person classes during the week. So we will continue this online opportunity where students can ask questions to a virtual instructor. The fall program will include 40 hours of prep. So in total, you're basically getting 120 hours of prep for your child for only $500. So we're really excited for this opportunity for your children. We're looking for very high-performing, highly motivated children at the 6th and 7th grade level so that we can give them this opportunity that's going to help get them on track for academic and career success. Another major perk of attending this program is that every last child will get a copy of Who Am I? An A to Z Career Guide for Teens. This is basically your go-to manual for how you're going to navigate the college and career readiness process. I fundamentally believe that career readiness has to start earlier. So we want to make sure that our children are armed with information about what the most valuable skills are that they need to master. We need to get our children skilled up with in-demand opportunities. So this book includes a lot of them. It points them in the right direction around the soft skills that they're going to need, how to best market themselves for scholarships and college opportunities, and most importantly, how to ensure that their economic future is secured. So we're going to get them started this summer to get them to understand how to think and move as a teen professional. This is actually our team from last year for the 2019 SHSAT Summer Boot Camp. We had a team of instructors, we had an office manager, and we had some interns. And so we're really excited to emulate that same structure, but of course it's going to be delivered virtually this summer. So of course, myself, I'll be a part of the mix. I'm going to be the executive director for this summer program. We're also going to have a technology manager. We're going to have our math and ELA instructors. We're going to have some high school interns. And we're going to have an operations manager. It's important for us to have the high school interns because those students are actually coming from the specialized high schools and other top high schools across the city. They get an opportunity to gain workforce readiness, and of course they get FaceTime opportunities with the students. We feel that when students actually get to see and experience an actual live student in one of these schools, it boosts their confidence that they can actually get in. So that's an important part of our program. This is the top high school list as of 2019. Basically, in New York City, there are approximately 450 high schools, but only about 10% of them do an excellent job of getting students ready for college. Now, of course, we target all of the top high schools, but we want to make sure that students are competitive for the specialized high schools. Every last one of these specialized high schools are on this list. So we want to make sure that they can get the SHSAT score of their dreams. Now, I want to make sure that you have this handbook. It's available on our website. It's given out by the DOE every single year, but this handbook includes 2 practice exams that's going to help to get your children ready. So I want you to download that handbook right now if you don't have it already and have them start practicing some of the questions in those 2 practice exams because that's going to give them a bit of a jump start. When we think about specialized high schools, some of you may not even know that there are 8 specialized high schools that we're going to be targeting in this program. We have Bronx Science, we have Brooklyn Latin, we have Brooklyn Tech and the High School of Math, Science, and Engineering at City College. We have the High School of American Studies at Lehman, Queens High School for the Sciences at York College, Staten Island Tech, and of course, Stuyvesant High School. So I just wanted to make sure that you understand that there are 8 schools, not 3, that your children can qualify for once they take the SHSAT. Now, I like to think about this whole experience as what we call an academic competition. They are competing with about 28,000 other students to get into a specialized high schools. There are 80,000 8th graders, and out of that amount, only about 28,000 decide to take the test. And of those, only about 5,000 students are actually given an offer. We want to ensure that your children are one of those 5,000. The only way to get into a specialized high school is to take the SHSAT, so please remember that. They are not going to look at report card grades, latenesses, attendance issues, or anything. They're not going to look at Common Core State exams. The only criteria that is used to determine admission into a specialized high school is the SHSAT. And guess what? This is no easy exam. So you don't want to wait to the last minute to get started. So we want to make sure that we have this preparation program in place to give your child a competitive advantage on the exam this fall. Now, just this year, we got quite a few students into Bronx Science, Stuyvesant, Brooklyn Tech, Brooklyn Latin. We were so excited for these students, and I want that to be your story. But we want to make sure that we get these students started a lot earlier. So go ahead and make sure you sign up so that you can have this opportunity for your child. Now, here are some of our success stories. We have Jabari here, who was one of only 13 Black students his year to get into Stuyvesant High School, and he is thriving at this point. We also have Alexa here, who is actually now graduating from Brooklyn Tech, so we're really excited about her. She has all of these college prospects that she's considering, and we feel that going to Brooklyn Tech really made a difference. We also have Kadane here, who is finishing up at Brooklyn Latin, and we have Nathaniel, who had an opportunity to attend New Exploration into Science, Technology, and Mathematics. So we know what we're doing here, we know how to get these students in, and we sincerely believe that when you take time to prioritize the top high school admissions process, it literally sets the child on a trajectory for success. So here are your next steps. I want you to head on over to our website at www.admissionsquad.org and apply on our website. I want you to also start studying the problems in the most recent Specialized High School Handbook, because that's going to be the best way to familiarize yourself with what to expect on exam day. And lastly, start researching those schools. Start visualizing and exploring which school you can actually see yourself attending and if it's a good fit for who you are and where you're trying to go. So that's going to be a really important part of the process. We want to make sure that you can compete on the exam, but we also want to make sure that you land in an environment that's a good fit for you. So if you have any other questions, feel free to reach out to me at info@admissionsquad.org, and we'd be happy to answer your question. But most importantly, submit those applications. We're so excited to learn more about your child. We just wanted to remind you that priority will go to those who apply first. So get those applications in as soon as possible, and I can't wait to meet you and your child. See you soon.